All right, let's go.
We can now announce that the SEC is no longer pursuing their appeal in the Ripple case.
Crazy times we are living in. If 2025 was a face, it would look exactly like this. In the US, the battle is no longer between the left and the right. It's simply between the sane and the insane. We have so much to talk about, including the good news we just received from Jay Powell at this week's FOMC.
First off, fuck your bitch and the click you claim.
Egg prices are down 44% this month, and they're still outperforming Ethereum. Tutu Tim is bashing Tesla and telling Trump voters he can kick their asses.
I think I can kick most of their ass.
Lowercase AOC only has love for illegal gang-banging murderers and rapists, and Chuck Schumer has a severe case of Elon derangement syndrome.
We have a lot of really strong talent in the Senate, in the House, in the governors.
Many Democrats are angry at Schumer. We've all seen the news. He's about as popular as chlamydia.
But look on the bright side, Chuck, considering how woke your party has become. If Kamala loses, you still have a chance to become the first woman president.
Of course, the biggest story over the past couple of days is this.
The SEC has abandoned their appeal.
Can we get a little standing ovation? Nice on your feet. This is a great
For the whole industry, this is a good thing.
Come on.
And we'll get into all the XRP price action in just a minute. But if this is you right now, maybe you feel like you got the short end of the stick. Times like this can be as confusing as Hunter Biden waking up from a 3-day coke binge and trying to find out where his Secret Service protection is. But do try your best to always look on the bright side. At least you don't pump your tires like Harry Sisson. Check this out. XRP's social volume explodes after the recent pump. The market is clearly hyped for what is to come. And here is a little stat to share with your Bitcoin maxi friends. XRP and gold are the only major assets in the green right now for 2025. And when you zoom out, it's a little easier to understand how some people are calling for a pump into the $30 range. From Gert Van Lagen, looking at XRP on a 2-week scale, he says XRP is set to continue its bull market run parabolically after bouncing off the neckline of this 7-year double bottom ascending triangle, setting his target of at least $38. And we'll look at some short-term price targets here in just a minute, but the biggest story right now is the SEC dropping its appeal against Ripple. We see this from Ellie Tourette. Long post here, but to summarize, the SEC has dropped its appeal against Ripple, concluding a 4-year legal battle over XRP's classification as a security. She goes on to say that Ripple may challenge the $125 million fine and injunction on XRP sales to institutional investors from Judge Torres' August 2024 ruling. This decision under the Trump administration's crypto-friendly stance could set a precedent for US digital asset regulations, impacting the broader blockchain industry. And the other big story is this. The FOMC kept interest rates at 4.5%, signaling a dovish pause, with 2 planned 2025 cuts aiming for 3.9%. They lowered economic growth forecasts, raised inflation projections, and scaled back quantitative tightening on bond holdings. Markets responded with stock rallies, a declining US dollar, sinking bond yields, and rising gold prices. And the crypto market pumped about 5%. All right, let's take a look at some other top headlines.
I already see that the energy and passion of the crypto community is the kind of spirit that built our country, and it is exciting to watch as you invent the future of finance. And right here, it's going to be right here in the USA, the good old USA. Together we will make America the undisputed Bitcoin superpower and the crypto capital of the world.
You know, I've been asked all the time, it's like, how much do you want? And I said, well, that's like asking a country, how much gold do you want? Right? I mean, as much as we can get.
I do think there is both misinformation and disinformation, and people say shit that they know isn't true. I own Bitcoin. I've owned Bitcoin for a long time. I first bought Bitcoin in 2012, coming out of an event when I was first introduced to it. And I am bullish on Bitcoin, period, full stop.
Paul Atkins, who's President Trump's pick for the US SEC chair, is finally moving closer to confirmation after months of delays. The Senate has now set a crucial hearing for March 27th. Michigan baseball star Mitchell Voigt says he's sorry for cocaine snorting celebration. Doesn't reflect my character. I don't know, seems like the next day regret and apologies is all part of the full cocaine experience. You gotta respect his commitment to the bit. Kraken is close to a $1.5 billion acquisition for NinjaTrader, which would allow for the exchange to offer crypto futures and derivatives in the US. This is shocking. Did you know Tesla makes a blue Cybertruck? Per Coinbase, 83% of institutions plan to up their crypto allocations in 2025. North Korean hackers, including the Lazarus Group, are laundering crypto by pretending to be inexperienced traders and intentionally losing money. In one example, they swapped 90,000 USDC for 2,300 USDT, making it look like a mistake while they're secretly profiting through their own bots. And to the people of Kentucky, you have over 4.5 million people in your state. You can't find someone more competent than this?
My hearing is not what it used to be.
Tariffs, Senator. Your comment is about tariffs. Tariffs. Comment about tariffs.
Oh, yeah. I'm not a fan of tariffs.
All right, let's take a look at some target price levels for both XRP and Bitcoin. Taking a look at this on a weekly scale, the hidden bullish divergence that we've been talking about for a while is still in play as XRP stayed above $2.09 on the weekly scale. And this hidden bullish divergence is showing up on both the weekly and 2-week scale. XRP also hit and bounced off the 0.5 Fib retracement level at $1.94. If you add it here, that should turn out to be a nice move, as we have seen XRP bounce a few times now from this Fib level. Personally, I'm looking more at this 0.618 to 0.786 level. If we do drop into this orange box, which is between $1.11 and $1.60, I feel like this would be an ideal spot to add more. And if we look to the upside, if XRP can break this $3.37-ish resistance, the next area to look at for possible take profit zones would be $4 and then $5. Both are psychological levels as whole numbers, and these levels also correspond to Fib extension levels of previous bull cycles from 2017 and 2021. And if we take a look over here at the Bitcoin weekly chart, right now with Bitcoin, if this descending broadening wedge remains in play and the stochastic RSI crosses above and stays above this 20 level, which is this green line here, you would expect this to be the local bottom. Both the SRSI and RSI are also printing out a potential hidden bullish divergence. But what we really need to pay attention to is the top of this descending broadening wedge and this 21-week moving average, which is this blue line here. Both could serve as possible resistance levels. So you know I'll be watching, and I'll keep you updated with any new information. Maybe it's time we get back to what has worked in the past. Don't be ashamed of who you are. We must do our best to always seek the truth, even if we hurt a few feelings in the process. But please be careful, because this guy is coming to beat your ass.
The wealthiest man in the world is sleeping on his office floor to make sure that you motherfuckers aren't being robbed. Y'all need to shut the fuck up.
And if you have a couple more minutes, you may also like this video right here. How high can the price of XRP really go? Until the next time, be safe.